The idea of emergency lanyards came from hearing a woman that I know as Meg Kitchen give a presentation. She had lived through a tornado, a chemical spill evacuation, lost 2 homes in a flood, and took part in Hurricane Katrina. She is a disaster expert. She shared a wealth of great information, but just some of it in a nutshell I will share. For the chemical spill in her area, FEMA showed up at 2:30 a.m. to evacuate the area. Her family had 3 minutes to get things. They were allowed to take only what they could hold on their lap. People were forced to get on the bus. Those who refused were tasered. You had no choice but to board the bus. Hazardous materials were confiscated like lighters, knives, and guns. FEMA did not ensure that families were together, so if a bus got full before your family was all on, they would go on another bus and possibly be sent to another location. They were taken 20 miles to a school gymnasium, and everyone had about a 4 by 8 foot space. Guards stayed at the doors at all times. The toilets in the school broke within 24 hours and would not flush. There were lights on and noise in the gym constantly 24/7. She said, do not get on a FEMA bus until you've counted the seats and know there's enough for your whole family. Have proof of your family relations. Pets that were left inside their homes usually were found dead when they returned. It's better to let them out and fend for themselves. If you were a proven voter, you get moved to the front of the line for food and supplies. This is what was super helpful. She said earplugs for the loud noise, bandana to cover your eyes and face, potty buckets if you were lucky enough to have one of those, a USB drive with proof of your ID and not just a birth certificate. If you have an emergency lanyard with specific items, it would be an incredible help and advantage if you had to go to a public shelter or a FEMA camp. This is what she suggested to have on your emergency lanyard: a whistle, chapstick, water purification, compass, a USB drive with vital information and family pictures to prove your kids are yours, an LED light, earplugs, and documentation like your mortgage bill, an electric bill, a gas bill, your mortgage or lease. She talked about squatters' rights. When people were in homes before the owners got back, the squatters could stay in the home unless you proved it was yours. I've added things like images and videos of your home and possessions, copies of vehicle titles, registrations, and insurance cards, copy of homeowners or renters insurance policies, and contact numbers, extra debit or credit cards, or cash. But emergency lanyards are not just for a FEMA evacuation. Anytime you have to leave your home, especially for a wildfire or fires or anything, it's really vital to be able to have something like an emergency lanyard to grab when you don't have time to grab your bigger kits. Especially thinking of all the fires where families have had to leave their home within 1 to 2 minutes just to survive. This happened in Paradise, California in 2018, and every year in various places. Even just a few miles from my home last year, residents had to evacuate within minutes when a local fire jumped the street and headed for homes. No matter what the reason to get out of Dodge quickly, what peace of mind would you have knowing that each family member has a copy of these important documents and pictures on a USB drive around their neck? Even if you lost everything, you would have proof of your identity, your family, and all your belongings, and have items to help make staying in a shelter much more tolerable and helpful.